Hi, we're here today to talk about Prana Section 2. And we talk about Prana so much because Reiki is really built on working with Prana. Prana is intimately connected with everything. It carrying the life force around us, within us, within everybody and everything we work with. It carries thoughts and emotions and feelings, carries stagnancy or whatever is going on in the body. You'll also find that in the prana. So it functions as a carrying medium and a sharing medium. These with the individual or with the receiver. This is one of the ways that we receive images. We receive those thoughts or guidance. We receive the feelings. Like I said, when I work with somebody, I feel like it's like an itch. I need to move here. So that's all their prana interacting with mine. It took me a long time before I really understood this is what's going on, rather some magical, mystical thing. It's all science. Science. The aura around the body that we all talk about, people go get pictures done. I know some of my students have done that. The aura is composed of prana. And of course the aura has a variety of layers, but the aura is reflecting the energies that, the dominant energies that is going on within the body. So for example, first off, there are seven layers to the aura to reflect the 7 major chakras in the body. But what you'll find is if you're dominantly living in the moment in your fear and anger, so to speak, then the vibrations that are connected with that root chakra, that those vibrations carry out to that aura. And so that's why you'll see a red aura, because those vibrations are carrying forward. Just like if you're more in your heart, then it'll be the heart chakra has got a green color and your aura is going to be a green color. So when you think of the prana as a carrier or a sharer, a good analogy I found is of outer space. I thought this was really cool. So scientists talk about dark matter, and they talk about it. There's a quote I found that according to learning.mind.com, they talk about the dark energy survey revealed that dark matter is like the scaffolding that kind of holds things in place. And prana itself, in many ways, kind of works like the scaffolding to hold the elements of our systems in place. And Reiki rests on these elements of prana, the sharing and the carrying. So, or the carrying capacity, and its ability to communicate. One of the fascinating things with prana, and I think this is really cool, I was really glad to find this out because for years I've wondered about this. I asked my mother when I was quite young, what's that in the air? What's that sparkling? And she said, oh, that's dust. And well, I knew it wasn't dust, but there really was no way of explaining it. And as I've worked with this and studied about it, well, lo and behold, the little sparkles, the little glittering things that are floating around me, that's prana. And to me, it kind of feels like overgrown what's the atomic element, you know, that has its little orbit, and that's what these are doing. They're swirling around in the air, or little teeny tiny feather fairies, because you'll see the spark. It sparks like a little firecracker. And they say that if you're living more in your third eye, then you're more able to see that. And I think of when you're more relaxed and you're more open, you're in a more of a peaceful place, your eyes are relaxed, then you're more likely to see it. Because, you know, it's always interesting to me. It just kind of happens. Well, I'm evidently am in that zone. So that's kind of fascinating that you can see it as well. So one of the things to better see and feel prana as we work with it, and we work with the body, we work with Reiki, you need to be in a clearer, more energetic place, because like I said before, that if you're in the higher energetic zones, the energy flows more freely, you're more connected, you're more able to see and hear. And like I say, it's like creating a better, more welcoming channel. So things that you can do for that are grounding work, self-healing work, which we will learn how to do in Reiki 1, chakra work or meditation. One that I'm working on right now is controlling your thoughts and your negativity, watching the negative media that you might engage with. I'm learning that if it says shocking on a YouTube, I don't watch that. Why invite that in? Yoga is good. Acts of service. All of these things will help raise your energetically level. Eating too much meat brings you down into a heavier zone. I kind of think that's why, you know, some of the Indian traditions in India, you know, really focus on a vegetarian diet, because the vegetables have a lighter frequency and they lift you up. If you're eating too much steak or bad processed food, it's going to weigh you down. And I've really thought that was interesting as I started realizing sometimes I'm more clear and things flow better. Well, I've probably been eating more junk. So those are some of the things that can help support the process. And that I'm going to be doing some videos on some of the meditations and some grounding work, but I will do those later. And for now, go ahead, and I want you to kind of start being aware of the energy that you may feel around you. And like I said before, I want you to notice with your animals or the people around you, or some of you like to play with crystals, just notice those feelings that come up. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.